Well, after key campaign promises like free buses, driving off into the sunset, New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani is leaning into his next obsession, class warfare. Here's Mamdani's sinister warning to richer Americans.
Well, today, we're taxing the rich. I'm thrilled to announce we've secured a pied-à-terre tax, the first in New York's history. This is an annual fee on luxury properties worth more than $5 million, whose owners do not live full-time in the city. Like for this penthouse, which hedge fund CEO Ken Griffin bought for $238 million.
What you saw there was the mayor of New York City standing outside an American citizen's apartment building and publicly shaming him for owning an apartment he pays a lot of taxes on. We've seen this kind of public naming and shaming time and time again in Russia, in Cuba, in China. In reality, these tried and failed tactics will only further erode the Big Apple's tax base by driving away even more job creators and businesses, leaving Mamdani no choice but to go after the middle class and then working class residents he claims to fight for. Let's bring in New York City Councilwoman Vickie Paladino and New York Apartment Association CEO Kenny Burgos. Great to see you both. So, Vickie, watching him, first of all, tapping on the camera, I saw Senator Moody say that's the last thing you see before you move from New York to Florida. But we've seen this kind of class warfare throughout history, whether it was Lenin, Che Guevara, the Castro regime. It never ends well, not for the rich, but for everybody.
This here video is absolutely evil, if you ask me. When you're going to take somebody and shame them in public in front of their home, look, the tax base here is leaving. The wealthy are leaving. They are keeping their homes here, their second homes here. They're moving their multi-billion-dollar businesses outside of New York City. The only way they could make any money now to try to fulfill this maniac's $127 billion budget that he put in place for the city council to fill that bucket is to go after the rich. These businesses have left, and now the only thing left to tax is their wealthy apartments, which, by the way, New York being somewhat liberal, on a normal stance, you would say, well, you know what? They'll eat it a little bit if the city was run properly. If they had to pay an extra 3%, 5%, most of them wouldn't care. But when they see their money literally being set on fire, where is it going? How is this being accommodated? What are we doing for the city? We're doing nothing. And how much longer? He said $5 million and up. Now, how long is it going to be before he comes after people who own homes that are only $1 million? Another thing I want to say is that we're always one tax increase away from their so-called utopia that they are trying to build. This is absolutely, it's ludicrous.
Yeah.
And he's got so much nerve tapping on a camera like that, a lens, as if to say, look at me, I'm going to come and get you. And Hochul takes a knee.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Also, it's hypocritical. I mean, his family owns a very large compound. They are very wealthy themselves, a very large compound in Uganda that they do not live at full time. So maybe the government there should think about taxing or confiscating it, just like the policies that he supports and the people who have done this in the past throughout history. But Kenny, we've been covering on this show the tax increases that don't just affect the super rich, like Citadel, for example. We've been talking about the property tax increases that are affecting middle-class workers and property owners inside the city. Is Mamdani just reaching into every single tax pile that he can to try and fulfill these promises that aren't even coming to fruition, by the way? He's admitting that there will be no free buses for years. The grocery store is going to cost $30 million, isn't even opening until 2029. And the job creators are taking not only themselves and their personal assets and moving out of state, they're also taking the jobs and the people they employ and out of the city and the state.
Yeah, the biggest concern here is that if he doesn't get his way in taxing the 1%, which, by the way, I mean, he's taking it as a win, but that tax, pied-à-terre tax, by his own admission, by his housing czar's own admission, is really only going to amount to at most $500 million. So it really is not going to close the gap that he has. And he said this just a few months ago in his own Blue Room, where if he doesn't, if he's not able to close that gap, he'd be forced to raise property taxes by 9.5%. And this is where the interesting part is, right? Because those property taxes will then fall not on the 1%, but on the 99%. When you live in New York City, which is 80% renters, the largest payer of the property taxes is the multifamily buildings that house renters. And this is where the city has constantly used it as a piggy bank. And when you dig deeper into this multifamily space, most of that is rent stabilized, rent control, rent regulated, whatever people recognize as their vernacular. But this is a regulated housing private property. So they are capped on revenue, and the city is constantly increasing these property taxes year over year. So if the mayor is sitting here and say he's going to then balance the rest of his budget on an increase in property tax if he doesn't get enough, then what he's saying is he is taxing renters, increasing their rent directly, which goes really antithetical into his affordability campaign, what he ran on in trying to make the most expensive city in the country cheaper. I just don't see how that happens with an additional tax.
100%. Councilwoman Vickie Paladino and Kenny Burgos, thank you for joining us tonight. Great to see you both.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.